What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back with a new video. It's more like a player profile today in terms of talking about the man of the moment, man of the hour, can't be dropped, Ilia Gruev. And I want to speak about him and just his potential as we look to possible promotion to the Premier League. And can he go? Because as I'm going to be saying a lot, probably from now till the end of the season, especially at the end of the season, if we're promoted, everybody can't go, people. Everybody can't go. As nice as everybody wants it to be, get all the promoted boys together. Football just doesn't work like that. But we're going to be speaking about Ilia Gruev today. He deserves this kind of player profile. He's been brilliant. But before I get into that, please hit a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, drop your comments below. Now, everything should be sounding better with my mic today. Listen, I tell you what happened with the match reaction, and it's so simple as to why I sounded like Mike Tyson yesterday. It's because I had an empty can on my desk. That is the reason why. That's the reason why there was a big old echo. Not echo, but the sound of the S's were just going. It was all mad. But listen, I've got that sorted now. So hopefully this should be better. Afternoon, everybody. Listen, afternoon to everyone here in the UK, morning, night, wherever you are around the world, man. Nice to see everybody here. Only stale biscuits 12 to hit the like. Yeah, please hit the like. But yeah, Deshaun, it was mad because somebody said it in the earlier bit of the chat, and I thought they were just trolling. And you go back and listen to it and you're like, oh, damn. But listen, I hope you're all feeling good, smelling good. You know how it goes. You know the vibes, people. Good day for me yesterday. Leeds progressing to the cup. Pittsburgh Penguins winning 3-0. Lovely. And just for clarity as well for the cup, because I was unsure yesterday, so I've gone back and looked. We've got a game against Leicester on the Friday, the 23rd of Feb. Then our game will be on Wednesday, the 28th of February. So I would expect us to put out two good teams there, simply because Daniel Farke usually uses the metric of 3 days is more than enough rest for the players. So I expect two strong teams for these games. And then we've got Huddersfield away on the Saturday in the early afternoon. So that might be a bit dicey. But listen, when you progress in the cup, you get extra fixtures. It's a good thing for me. And it just means that we might see more Mateo Joseph. We might see a few more of the players that played yesterday and did extremely well. I maintain it. I really enjoyed the game yesterday. I wish we could have done it in 90 minutes, but I think everybody pretty much had a good game. Yeah, Gordon, all is well. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. Gregory, it's a hell of a month. February is mad. I mean, the Huddersfield game cuts in on the 2nd of March, but still, the turnaround from the Wednesday evening game to them playing 12:30 on the Saturday, that's tight. So we may see a couple of changes for that, but that's a little bit in the future. Look at it here, Budley Music here. Who's looking forward to 2 Wembley trips in a row on the 25th and 26th of May? Shout out to you. Gavin here, Joseph so unlucky with the bar. Yeah, it was a good save. It was actually a save, Gavin. I don't know if everyone caught it. It didn't register as a shot on target because they put it as a goal kick. But yeah, it was a good save by the goalkeeper, who up to a certain point was having his best game of the season, as usually the case is. But we did well and we got 4 goals. It was nice to see the 4th go in. I did wonder with Farke when that 4th went in, even though it was an own goal, he's like, oh, no, stop now. Respect the opponent. Respect them. I just wondered. Yeah, man, I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Been to the gym today. Feeling great. But look, I want to speak about Ilia Gruev today because he does deserve this. And he has now become somebody where people are looking at Pascal Struijk, who has done well up to this point, up until his injury problems, and are now saying that he won't come back in. Besides Nate last night, who would put Struijk back in and take Ampadu out. But looking at Daniel Farke and the way that he likes his players, I can see it being Ampadu, Roden, and I just don't see how you take Gruev out. And I just want to go into just this thing here. Let's start from the beginning, I would say, of Gruev here. And this is via Phil Hayes' article. I'm only taking a little portion of it. Phil Hayes got the full article, obviously, on The Athletic. But, the Gruev deal came in at 5 million, which was a nice chunk of change for a championship team. And he's right here. For a while, there was no vivid demonstration of what Leeds money had bought. And if you remember, his first start was against Stoke. And I said at the time, I remember the match reaction, I said that he looks like a Bulgarian Adam Forshaw. And you guys know me, that's not a good thing. I thought he was busy. He looked busy. He was running around, but you could tell it was like his debut, a full debut for him, and he was not on it in that game. And then we didn't see him for a while. It was a while till we saw him properly again. But I'm just going to get up this from his last 6 games. And these are the kind of things we get. And you know me, I'm not big on stats, but I need to give you stats for context of what I'm talking about here. Gruev passes completed in the last 6 Leeds appearances. 87 out of 93 versus Plymouth, 61 out of 63 versus Bristol City, 63 versus 69 versus Plymouth, 59 out of 61 Norwich, 49 out of 57 for Preston, 68 out of 70 against Cardiff, 94% accuracy in over 6 games. And the reason why I highlight that is because Gruev is a progressive passer of the ball. And that is shown in the ones from yesterday against Plymouth, 120, courtesy of LUC data, of course. 120 minutes played, 94% pass accuracy, 9 passes into the final third. Yeah, that is exceptional, and especially in the conditions that game was played in. You know, that is an exceptional pass rate. You know, if you're doing the 94% and all you're doing is passing it side back, that don't impress me. You know, Shania Twain and all that. But when you're actually trying to make the game progress, get people into attacking positions, I love all that stuff. And it has been brilliant to see. Yeah, Darren, this is another thing. Very, very impressed with Gruev. He has very good concentration, always switched on alert. The amount of times you see this guy when we eventually lose possession, concede possession, he's there to mop things up and make it easier for our center, for our defense. He's been exceptional. Um, yeah, he's of course he's better than Adam Forshaw, but you know, from the first game, you thought, oh no, what have we bought here? But he has really proved his value, and you know, and just for context, he did come from Werder Bremen, who are currently, as we do this stream today, a 9th place team in the Bundesliga. So you know, he did actually drop down a class of division. You know, he didn't go from Bundesliga to Premier League. He went to the Championship. And Phil Hayden noted that in his article that he did want to come to England eventually, and now he's got that opportunity with Leeds United. Obviously, Leeds United is a big carrot regardless, and it was enough to tempt him over here. Now we've seen a bit of him and the way that he plays. I just wonder, have Leeds United, and the reason why the title is the way it is, I wanted to say potentially, but it was too long in the title. But has he potentially saved 20 million? And again, the 20 million isn't always, it's a figure that people think that you need to spend on every player, which is just not true. But just for simple sakes and just for the, you know, to speak to the common person, I've put 20 million in there, okay? But he could potentially save us a need of spending for another midfield in his position. Because if you see some of the prices, um, if you see some of the prices that are going for defensive midfielders these days, they're ridiculous. Way too much for that position for me. There's no way a defensive midfielder, unless they are truly exceptional, should be costing as much as some of them are going for these days. So it would be nice if we had him as an option, if he could continue that in the Premier League. You know, and I just want to get your thoughts. What I will say, of course, because we know that it's night and day in the Premier League to the Championship. We have to say that it's a completely different kettle of fish. And as I've said at the start, if you go up with the same team and think you can do what you've done in the Championship in the Prem, you'll end up like Sheffield United and Burnley people. And we don't want to do that again. So the 49ers will know that. You know, they're very data driven. They will know that, and we'll know that everybody can't go. But like in the Premier League, it's very unlikely we're going to see 82 possession of the ball in one half in the Prem, depending on who we play, of course, in the bottom half. But it's very unlikely, isn't it? So it's going to be a different kind of game. It's not going to be him waiting to mop things up. He's going to have to be more active in knowing where the players are. Obviously, the players in the Premier League are more intelligent, quite obviously. So yeah, I just want to get your thoughts on it. So let's go. Yeah, our results this year alone, Gavin, have been exceptional. No complaints. The only one people would say is a blemish is the draw against Plymouth, but then we don't get that one last night, and I enjoyed that game last night. Isaac saying Gruev really impressed, especially on his tackling. Missed such a good tackling. Okay, let me decipher this one. Missed such a good tackler in the middle of the park. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Matt Davis Farker looks like he's picked a gem. Yeah, and this is why I say 20 million in quotation marks, because you know everybody thinks every good player costs at least 20, which is just not true. But if we can take him up, he's cost 5 million. You know, but the other thing I do wonder, because you know this is Leeds United, and if we don't get promoted, do we get to hang on to him? His performances will have been noticed by Premier League clubs, quite obviously, because we're Leeds, and that's just the way it is. So that's again another thing why we need to go up this year, just so we can dead all this conversation about potentially losing players. Tamster Man is saying, hope it's the case of if you're playing well, you keep your spot. But this is the beauty of it, and I mentioned it yesterday, but I'll say it today without the hisses. We have got players that have stepped in now, Nonto 2-2, Gruev doing what he's doing, and they've only taken the places because two players are out injured right now, and that is Pascal Struijk, who has been good this season, and also Dan James, who's been exceptional. So it's one of those things now where those two come back. Do they replace these two playing right now who are in form? I don't know, but what a problem to have, people. It's an excellent problem to have. It's a problem that we haven't had for so long, but it is really good for Daniel Farker to have these kind of options. Mr. Ripper here saying Gruev was Mahusiv, looking better every game. And that's the thing for me. The things that I think could translate to the Premier League, I'm going to go out on a limb. Listen, I'm a content creator, so I've got to put my things on the table. Yeah, I do think that Gruev can play in the Premier League now. Whether he's at starting one, if Leeds United don't get someone better, that's another conversation. But I do think that going up, if we do go up, he does come with us. I think he's one of those that do come with us and can play Premier League football. Different level, different speed, different intelligence needed, but I think he's got it, people. Because even his tackling, we're talking about his tackling in terms of how good it is. He's not rash in his tackles. They are so well timed. It's very rare you've seen him go in from behind or a scissor tackle like that, like we've been getting, on our players. He's just very, very good. He's very cultured in his tackling. Um, Matt Odes is saying Gruy is undroppable. I agree with you. And Tintin here, having competition is improving the squad, of course, 100%. You look at Mateo Joseph last night, who I think had a good game, good start. Nice to see him start. Would love to see him get a few more games, but it's difficult, isn't it? How do you get in at this moment in time? But you saw him; he was involved in the build-up in the first goal. Patrick Bamford then comes on later. Yes, he was quiet through his cameo more than others who came on, but he was a big part of why the fourth goal was scored. Or was it the third one? No, it was the third one, sorry, where he's, harrying down the defender and allowing Somerville to run forward, and then Jorginho finishes. That all comes from the press of Patrick Bamford in that way. So competition is the best thing. But this is things I said years ago. When you have someone and when you've got your owner saying Patrick Bamford is our number 9 and you don't get in any competition, what do you expect? That's why the guy was saying at one point, if they need me for the Brighton and Brentford games, I'll come back. So, what? Play, what? Play. But yes, competition makes everybody better because you've got to then earn your spot. Danny here saying Gruev was his man of the match last night. Yeah, he was a few. Yeah, Gavin, Cree's goal was filthy. Yeah, I know this is about Gruev, but yeah, that goal was nice. That goal was so nice. And even the chance, I mentioned it yesterday, but Kamaro, I'm not going to speak about Kamara in this one, but his skill for Peru shot, his little footwork and then pass to Peru. Oh, saucy, man. I love it. I love it. Matt Davis here. I hope Farker's way of looking after Shackleton is him getting a day pass for the safari park. Don't think I could cope with watching him get bamboozled by Prem wingers. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's no spoiler, is it, if I say this, but no, Jamie Shackleton can't go. It's as simple as that. He should not be getting a new contract. But what I hope he was talking about, Matt and everyone else, is that he's going to, the club will help him find a new club come the summertime, so he's not without a club all season, without a club for preseason, because there is no way that this guy should be playing for Leeds United in general. And when he has his opportunity, which would have been the game yesterday against Plymouth in the Cup, he's injured again. There's just no point. But like I say, everybody can't go. Let's have a look here. Yeah, shout out to Kevin, who's welcome the chat and everything, man. Hello to you, Kevin. Yeah, Deshaun, yeah, his scissor tackle to stop a potential counter last night. Yeah, but what I'm saying is he gets the ball. When he does a scissor tackle, we've seen it with our players when it's on Jorginho or Nanto. The players get the legs and just go on about their day, and we don't get red cards for those or bookings sometimes. But yeah, he's just such a culture tackler, man, and you need that in the Premier League. You definitely need that. Let's have a look. Kevin here. Anyone watching Chelsea Villa on ITV tonight? Yeah, I think I will watch it. Possibly. Depends. It depends. I might just wait until near the final whistle. Depends. Does it clash with Love Island? I don't know, man. I don't know. Hisham here saying, to be honest, KG, I feel at times KB's tackling, or KP, Calvin Phillips tackling was a bit erratic, which can't be said about Gruev at all so far. Yeah, look, no. Calvin was it was full-blooded with Calvin Phillips, man. The thing I always worried about with Calvin is him getting hurt because he's very injury prone. But yeah, no, he was a good tackler though. No, Calvin's got to where he has because of things like that. Those are things that people look for in his game. And yeah, he would go crunching. I don't mind a crunching tackle, but you've got to time it right. And more often than not, to be fair to Calvin Phillips, he did time him right. But yes, Gruev is more of a culture tackler than Calvin, who is more of a blood and thunder type. But I enjoy that, man. I enjoy that. Yeah, are we all wanting? I think so. I want Chelsea, but that requires them winning a game. I'm saying this now, and then we get Chelsea and get battered 6-0. But yeah, that requires them winning a game, which is not very easy for them these days. Paul saying, do you enjoy the FA Cup these days? I enjoy it to a certain extent. Obviously, if Leeds could stay in longer than usual, I would enjoy it way more because it's just natural, isn't it? If your team's in the cup, you hold more interest in it. But it just seems that when in the FA Cup, especially when you get to a certain point, it then whittles down to the usual suspects. So that's what makes it a little bit less enjoyable. But yeah, you always love it. I mean, the stories like Maidstone who doing what they're doing and things like that. Those are the joys of football. Those are nice little stories in football. They're all nearly gone, but those kind of things keep it alive. So yeah, I enjoy the FA Cup. I would love to win it. I would love to win it. Chelsea, Kevin, Chelsea, the easier option. Oh, does CR start Saturday? Who is CR? Cristiano Ronaldo? No, who's CR, man? Oh no, here we go. Does CR start Saturday? I don't even know. Who? I don't think we've got any players that can just say they're CR, man. That's a bit much. Let's have a look here. Darren here. Oh no, it's gone up. Let me just get that. Russ. Oh, Connor Roberts. You can't. No. Wait a minute. I know you're not just saying CR for Connor Roberts. There is no way you are calling Connor Roberts CR. He's here on. He's literally just got here. Here's me thinking they're not talking about Cree Somerville. Cree Somerville is Cree being shortened? Listen, Connor Roberts is Connor Roberts so far. Please, let's not do CR. When you say CR to me, I'm thinking of Cristiano Ronaldo. Okay. That's crazy. I don't know about Connor Roberts if he's going to start. I think he'll be in the squad. I think that's quite obvious. We had another 2 goalkeepers on the bench last night, so there is definitely a bench spot available. But yeah, I would think he's going to be involved. I think it went a long way with him coming down. Whether he was asked by Farker or not, he still made the trip and came down to Plymouth to warm up and get his reps in. So I think Farker has definitely got him in his plans. But we shall see. We shall see. It's very hard to keep Archie Gray out the team. But maybe Archie Gray gets moved into midfield and maybe Kamaro gets dropped. Harsh for Kamaro because he's been good the last couple of games. But somebody is going to have to get dropped if Connor Roberts is to start. But what a problem to have, people. I love these problems. This is great. All good for me. All good. CR Welsh. This is a crazy. You guys putting CR for Connor Roberts already. That's magical. typical Fruit de Loot Leeds fans. I love it. Yeah, it's funny to me. Connor Roberts didn't even enter my mind. So yeah, listen, people, that's basically what I wanted to say about Gruev in terms of that. And just if he can then save us money, because the more players that we can take up who have got the potential to play in the Premier League, I think the obvious ones would be Somerville, Jorginho, and a few others. Then the less money we have to spend, or the more money we can put in a key player, like a killer, like up front. We can get an actual striker. Instead of spending 20 million here, 20 million there, 20 million there, we could possibly spend 50 million on someone who can make a real big difference. I would hope that's how Leeds are going to move when we're promoted, and obviously we'll see upon promotion. But yeah, it would be brilliant if Gruev could just tick one of those boxes and say we don't have to worry about him. Matt David. Take the 7 shirt off Peru and give it to Colin. Tremendous. Tremendous. Yeah, Tintin. Let me say this as well. For me, there's something about this squad of players. Even if we're down, we'll get a result. Look mentally strong, and we're playing for each other. Tintin, it's 100% the way I'm feeling right now. And the results help. Results help everything. When you get good results, you believe in your team more. 100%. But even me yesterday watching Plymouth equalize, I didn't then think, oh no, Plymouth are going to come back and win. I thought, okay, what's our next move now? Who's going to step up now? And when we made those subs, I was like, game over. It's a game over. I was very, very confident when you can't say that you would have felt that, maybe even 3 months ago, maybe even 3 months ago. So it is not, it's in a nice spot. You can see the players are all playing for each other. Every time we score, everybody's getting involved in the huddle, pointing to the player, pushing them towards the fans, the away fans, home fans, wherever we're playing. There is a good camaraderie in the camp right now, and it's brilliant to see. I've always said this though: you can have good camaraderie and be a crap football team, which we've had, for the past couple of years when we were the family club. But it's nice to have good players doing what they're doing and also enjoying each other. It seems so, and that's the vibe I got as well when speaking to Sam, offline as well. They all seem to be really playing for each other, no matter who's in the team. They get cheered on, and that's what you need at this stage. Um, let's have a look. Darren here saying Ampadu, Roden, Gruev, Kamara makes the team super solid. Yeah, at this level, yes, absolutely, absolutely makes this team solid. I've already made my feelings clear on Roden. I think he can be a Premier League option. Whether he's a starting centre back, that remains to be seen. But I do think that he's got Premier League qualities about him. Just needs to cut out some of those passes that keep on going to the opposition. But when you're talking about a real men in defence, he's one of them. He's one of them. He'll throw his body in the way. He's going to get bloody. He'll take a knock, and you need that sometimes. And he's deceptively quick. Yeah, Stuart here. The team spirit is incredible. I think it's brilliant right now. Really, it is brilliant right now. Just never mind Sam speaking to other people as well. There is a real togetherness in the camp, and I'll just leave it there. Chris King here. I still think Moore is a huge miss. Too much hanging on one striker who is so hit and miss. And Chris is talking about Bamford. Yeah, I mean, in terms of Kiefer Moore, I mean, I mentioned him. He got 2 goals for Ipswich on the weekend. Didn't help him get a point in the end. But yeah, he's a problem at this level. But time will tell. I think that Mateo Joseph with more game time can become not a Kiefer Moore because he's not that kind of battering ram striker. But you can see with if he got more game time, more reps, he probably gets on the end of those crosses, a few of those crosses that Nanto put in last night. Mateo Joseph has got the instinct, and even with the shots he missed, you can see if he gets a couple more games, Joseph is going to get on the score sheet. Tintin here saying, in regards to the team spirit, ain't felt that for the last 2 seasons. I'm an old school fan. Yeah, I hear that. Motown, is Archie Prem ready? That's an easy one. Archie Gray is coming with us. All right. Archie Gray is Prem ready, probably already. And I say this, Motown and everyone else, Archie Gray doesn't get scouted by or wanted by the teams that have been after him. I don't know if Liverpool's still going to be after him when Klopp leaves, but you don't get admirers like that if you're not ready for the next level. If they don't see something in you that they can mold and make even better than he is now, and he will get better. The sky's the limit for Archie Gray. He's on a completely different stratosphere while I'm talking. We're going to see Archie Gray in an England shirt in the future. If he chooses to play for England, I don't know if he's going to play for Scotland. I would think that he's going to probably play for England. But yeah, Archie Gray is going to the moon. Absolutely to the moon. Yeah, exactly, Karen. More than Prem ready. So yeah, listen, people. Yeah, Kevin as well. Just want to say that Archie Gray picking up a box of tricks like Jorginho. He's been sourcing, and that's what I mean. That's why I want to see Archie Gray. If Connor Roberts comes in, or CR to you guys, if he comes in, I want to see Archie Gray move into that 8/hybrid 10. He's going to be much more creative, and he will get a couple of goals if he's moved into that position long term. I fully believe in that. Kamara is more of a presser from the front. He will hustle for the ball back and lay it off to the more creative players. Ampadu, Gruev, they're your ball carriers, your passers. They will get moves going as well. But Gray, he can break the lines with a pass. He will get a long range goal. Look out for it. It is coming. Good options there, people. How nice is it? How nice is this, people? We're just cheesing about the football team. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while, but this is good. Let's have a look. Perkins. Yeah, Perkins here. Yep. Oh, let me just end with this one here. Russ here saying, The whole team is obviously all together and brimming with confidence. Nothing other than pure positivity throughout. Happy days, 100%. And Isaac here, massive headache for Farker in the midfield. Up front too. Up front too. It's funny though, isn't it? And I don't think any of the journalists will comment on it, because then they'll probably get another 30-minute answer. But you know, Rutter being moved to the 10. That's quietly happened, hasn't it? Without any questions being asked. Nobody's gone up to him saying, "Have you preferred Rutter in the 10? You know, when you really wanted him to be the 9." You know, no one's gonna say it. And listen, no point is there. Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. But listen, you know, we're football fans with opinions and everything else like that. But it's quite clear Rutter is not a number 9. He is a more creative force, and he's shown that through the season. He's much better playing behind the striker. But yeah, listen, people, I'm going to end it there. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. If you watch me live, if you're watching the replay, please hit a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, drop your comments below, turn on your notification bells. You never know when I'm going to go live. And what is it tomorrow? What are we on tomorrow, people? Thursday. I'm assuming there'll be a press conference tomorrow, so we'll probably do the Rotherham preview tomorrow. So I guess I'll see you tomorrow, people. Peace out.